All right, we are live. Let's see what we got going here. Audio might be scuffed. Let's move it in. Move it in a tad. We'll get everything set up so we can kind of see how we're looking here. What is going on? Okay. Let's get to the stream. Started up. All right, we've got plenty of eBay orders to do. All right, I have to get my iPad. I think we got 10 or 11 eBay orders going. We got to get the energy drink fired up. It's going to be a long day, so. Let's get the iPad going. And we're going to walk Toy Store 2.0. I need to grab the iPad, and we've got all the bikes laid out right here. But let's get the iPad. Got it. All right. Now we need to head into the eBay room and try to see if we can snag some of these eBay orders. Toy 2.0 is kind of a mess, right? We do have a couple deliveries come in this week, so I'm going to have to eventually finish that up. But the eBay room is packed. It is full, and this is where we will land. I'm not going to be able to see any comments until I get back out to the computer, but let's see what we got for eBay orders. Quite a few of them. I know I saw a lot of Tonys on here, and then we've got 10 or 11 orders. So first things first, Tony's Thomas and Friends. I see at least 3 of those. So those are pretty easy snags. We've got most of our Tonys kind of sitting right in here. So I will get the first kind of start of the orders here. 1, 2, 3 Tonys to start. And that is the Thomas and Friends. And then let's see what else we got going here. You have a green eggs and ham Tony. And this is the armadillo. What's that look like? See if we can see this here. A little bit closer view. There, it's this one. This cool looking armadillo. I know I've got plenty of him. Hey, here's your green eggs and ham guy right off the top, Dr. Seuss. And then as far as the armadillo, might be buried. Probably buried. So here's the deal. We've got plenty of Tonys going. And I'll show everybody. Let's kind of look right here. What's up, everybody? I can see your comments a little bit. All right. I'm trying to just dig for some armadillo. I saw one there with a clearance tag. So what we'll have to do, we'll have to pop that clearance tag off. But yes, we are live. Hello, everybody. I can't see exactly who's commenting yet. I've got everything set up on this little stand type deal here, but we're pulling Tonys, all right? So far for eBay orders, we've got 5 Tonys, and we'll just set them right here for now and see what else we got here. I hope everybody's having a good Tuesday. I guess it's Tuesday. And let's see what we got for more orders. That really zoomed in quick, right? Looks like somebody picked up a Lego Sonic the Hedgehog Tails adventure boat. I have no idea where I put those. I'll have to take a look. And what do we got? DC Multiverse Orion. That is the action figure that is buried right here. Hey, there it is. Orion. Yeah. And the eBay shelves, yes, they are a mess. All right. So we will have to work on those. let's go this way. I'm going to grab those orders. I'm going to check in on the comments, and I'll show everybody where we're going to set up to do the eBay orders this morning. Right here. All right. We're going to do it right here. And let's check in with some comments. Who do we got? All right. Wonky Wild said hi. Dragon said hi. And there we go. A couple comments. I'm going to grab those Tonys, and we're going to get some boxes too. We need plenty of boxes this morning to get this thing going. So let's head back to the eBay room. A lot of orders last night. I think we had 10 or 11 eBay orders. And the eBay room, as we can see, a little messy, but that's okay. We'll make it work. All right, let's keep it going here, though. What is this? Somebody picked up a Baby Bratz. This is the Yasmin. Is that supposed to be Jasmine? I don't know, but this is what it looks like. And I know those are... Is that it? Hey, right there in front. We're doing okay this morning. What else? Somebody picked up 2022. This is the Barbie Travel. This one might be a little tougher to run down. That's not it. Maybe over here in the big pile of Barbies. It's a possibility. That's not it. Hey, Barbie Travel. Not bad, right? Yes, I know the eBay room, it does need organized just a little bit. What else do we have? Somebody picked up a Bret Hart. Now I've got those out front. So we will take what we have so far and get the Bret Hart out of the big stack of wrestlers. I'll show everybody the wrestlers we've got stacked up. And we do have 3 orders coming in this week. Some of them are a little bit different, though. It's not going to all be toys. We're branching out a little bit on some things. So it's going to be interesting. Bret Hart. Do I see one? I see one right there, kind of behind some tubs. And then I see one right here. Bret the Hitman. See, I always say the Hitman. It's just Bret Hitman Hart. I don't know. I kind of like the better. So there's Bret the Hitman. See, keep doing it. Bret Hitman Hart. And what's that bring us up to here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know somebody got like 6 Tonys. That's an exaggeration. They got 3. Now we might have to pop over to the toy store for one of these. So this right here, we'll take a look at it. It is the Fire. DC Multiverse Fire. Can we see this? Right? We're going to have to go to the toy store for that. I don't think I have one of those over here. And that kind of goes against one of my big rules. Don't list it on eBay if it's not in the eBay room. But we're going to pop over to the toy store. Get over here. Check it out. I just got here a little bit ago, so I'm kind of still unlocking everything. We don't get over to the toy store as much as we used to. We've just been so busy with Toy Store 2.0, running the back end of the operation, that we struggle to get over to the toy store. But here we are, toy store. And let's see if we can find, there's one right there. It's meant to be. DC Multiverse Fire. This one looks like it's in okay condition. There's actually another one over there. And if you're saying hi, hello everybody. I am having a hard time looking at the comments because we're doing a walk and talk here. Wonder if I should put some of this on eBay. Yeah, I think that's what we're supposed to be doing, right? eBay. So let's get back to the eBay. I want to make sure there's nothing else that I needed from here. I don't think there was. So DC Multiverse Fire, we got that one. We will leave the toy store behind. Back to Toy Store 2.0. And the post office guy, he should be here in about 45 minutes or an hour. So we're kind of against the wall. And we're still going to have to pull all the boxes for these, which should be pretty easy. Right? Shouldn't take that long. Here we go. Next on the chopping block, what do we got here? The Sonic Lego set. The question is, where are those at? I feel like I'm seeing some Sonic Lego over here, but I don't know how much is over here, right? Sonic. I don't think it was one of these. This is the egg driller, and that's not the one. Do I really have to go to the toy store for this one? Let's see if we've got them over here somewhere. That's all those dream sets. Look at those. We got like 1,000 dream sets, that one load. I don't see the Sonic ones here. Let's check the eBay room. I think it was only one set I listed for the Sonic. Is that it down there? Or is that the egg driller? What is that? Nope, that's it. Okay, so there it is. Sonic the Hedgehog, the 76997. I think we sold it for like 35 bucks. And I'll give everybody the prices on these once we get everything set up here. I think we're getting pretty close. Okay. And I lost my iPad. Nope, I was wrong. Okay, so I had listed these Disney Orcana cards. If anybody plays that game, is that what it's called? Lorcana, not Orcana. So I listed a lot of these, 7. Now I have to go find them. So that should be pretty easy to track down. And then after that, I think we've got all the orders pulled. We'll take a look at them. I'll let everybody know what we're charging. We'll get all the boxes ready. And then we will actually start boxing orders up. So give me 1 second. I'll be back. I'm going to grab those cards. Didn't take very long. And here's these cards, the Lorcana. I think I sold all 7 of these for what? Let's look at some pricing. Let's do that. So this 7-pack lot went for $29.99. That's not bad. Somebody picked up 3 Tonys. They picked up Thomas the Train, the green eggs and ham, and where was that other Tony? We already lost it. We lost one of the Tonys. Really? How did we do that? All right, so I'm gonna have to go get another one of those little tiger Tonys that I misplaced. We're not starting off strong, I can tell you that. What did I do with that? All right, I'll just grab another one real quick. Maybe. I'm not gonna dig through all that. All right, it was this guy. This guy was the one. So I think it was about $40 worth of Tonys. We tried to sell our Tonys relatively competitive, if not the lowest price. And we're going to be setting the camera up right here. Let's check some angles and see what we're doing here. We'll get some things boxed up. I hope everybody likes the sound of tape. So if you're just joining in, hello, hello. We are doing eBay orders. And I think we've got them all pulled here. And we will see some pricing. I did say pricing. We like to ship all our Tonys in a box. I know some people aren't down with that. I've heard, why don't you use an envelope? What's going on there? It just makes for a safer trip for the Tonys, less hassle. So we try to ship all our Tonys in a box. Yes, it's a little bit more expensive. But if you've watched some of my videos, you know that our cost per unit on our eBay items, we consider it 0 cost per unit. So everything is technically profit. I'm not going to get into all that. You can jump back, check out some videos. But let's box up the first order. I've been recycling the plastic bubble stuff from the mystery box opening. The mystery box opening was kind of a bomb, right? Not a whole lot there, but in those mystery boxes, we know it's going to be returned electronics almost every single time. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, jump back. Last video, we did a mystery box opening, basically customer returns. And it looks like the total eBay orders for today is 13. So we had 13 eBay orders last night. And I like to do them in order. I like to do them one at a time. And the first one is Thomas the Train. And he sold for $13.99. You get free shipping with that. I'm not trying to make it sound like a commercial, but that's what you get. And I will check in on the comments here pretty shortly. If you have any questions about eBay, or if you have any questions about the toy store, let me know. Or how we get inventory, any of that stuff. I am open to some questions this morning. And let me give you an eBay tip. Get a thermal printer label. It'll save you a bunch of time. We used to not have one when we first got going here, but now it is essential. And we'll get the first label printed out. And first order is done. It seems pretty simple, right? eBay is really easy if you don't have to make boxes. If you've got the right size boxes, you got everything in a separate location. You can just kind of pull it out, put it in a box, throw the label on there, and you're good to go. So order number one down. Let's check on some comments. A lot of highs. Hello, everybody. If you're new to the channel, welcome. We do a lot of long form, overstock toy content, mostly in the back room, kind of behind the scenes toy store action. And I thought today would be fun to do eBay orders. eBay order number 2 is going to be this Orion. This is DC Multiverse Orion. We sold it for $21.99. Now I can see a clearance tag on here. Sometimes in our loads, you will get clearance tags. We like to peel those off. So it's going to get loud. My apologies. You just have to bear with it here. Get a heat gun. All right. So again, apologies. I know that probably got loud. Heat gun and clearance tag. Now these boxes, 1284, we kind of figure our box cost into our eBay listings. Boxes generally cost between 50 cents and $1. It's just part of the game. We offer free shipping on everything. So I'm going to snag a couple boxes and I'll show everybody kind of our box layout here. It's not complicated, right? It's not necessarily professional. The eBay room is kind of a mess, but here are the boxes. Okay, we try to keep all our boxes in one spot. And there you go, one spot. And I'm going to grab a couple of the 12-8-10s. We have the Orion, and we have the, what was the other one? The Fire, the DC Multiverse Fire. Those will both go in these boxes. And that's where we're at. We will get, the Lego box will be probably a 16, a 14. I'm not sure. We'll have to get a measurement on it here. If I can find a tape measure, which I can. So it's going to go in a 16, 12, 4. I'm going to go ahead and grab that. And then this Bratz doll, will it fit in this? We will make it fit. Yes. All right. So we should be okay for now. Anyway, we will do the Orion fig next. Pretty simple, guys, gals, peoples. I usually do my eBay orders first thing when I get into the shop. It has become kind of a time-consuming process to do eBay orders plus listings. It does take a while to list. You have to find the toys to list. That's another big challenge. Sometimes we get down to not having enough toys to list on eBay. But we've been getting toy loads in a lot more consistently. And that's really helped the eBay out quite a bit. Okay. No more of these Orions available. I think we sold 4 of these on eBay. We just got these in about a week and a half ago. 22 bucks. That's a pretty good price. Pretty good price point for these. And I will try to keep an eye on the viewer comments. Again, if you have any questions, I'm right here. But I need to try to get these done. Not necessarily rushing through this, but kind of rushing through it. Post office guy will be here. Mail scale. You're going to need one. This is probably around 15 ounces. I was wrong. 1 pound. That's going to kick your shipping up just a little bit. Shipping has went up. The rates are going up all the time. I don't know why. So 12.84. It's going to cost $6.36 to ship. Where's it going here? It is going to Oklahoma. So if you're out there in Oklahoma watching, I got your package. It's headed your way today. We're going to print it off. Maybe. There it goes. 2 down, 9 to go. What did I say? 13. 2 down, 11 to go. That's quite a bit. Should be easy, though. Lots of Tonys. Those go pretty quick. And I will check in. What do we have going? Not much. All right, next, the Lego set. This is Sonic the Hedgehog 76997. We sold it for $34 plus free shipping. Was that a mistake? Did I not price that right? Let me grab a box, and I won't take everybody with me this time. I'm just going to get the box. I don't know. 34 bucks for a new Lego set. That seems pretty inexpensive. It's probably why I only listed one of them, right? We probably got 30 of those laying around, but we will kind of hang on to them and sell them a little bit at a time in the shop. Now, speaking of Lego, we do have a pretty big shipment coming in terms of Lego. I think around 150 sets this week, which isn't bad, especially since it's only going to be 6 Gaylords. Not a full semi, so that's a pretty good stack of Lego. We use a lot of tape around here. We use a lot of tape. That doesn't feel like 13 eBay orders. Like when I'm looking at our eBay stack, it doesn't feel like that many, but maybe it is. Bubble wrap, essential. And this stuff, like I said, it came out of the mystery box buys. So we are recycling. Let's talk about how we choose what goes on eBay. Here lately, it's been DC Multiverse Figs. I know McFarlane, he kind of lost the license for those. It seems like they've been pretty popular on eBay. Your smaller items or items we have hundreds and hundreds of the same thing. Tonys would be a perfect example. We had a load come in with 300 Tonys. You know what a Tonys is, right? These little figures that go on the box. There's like 300 on one load and then 200 on the load right after that. And they've been selling on eBay. You don't make a bunch of money, but you get rid of them. They don't sit around the store forever. So this one right here, 16, 12, 4, 2.2 pounds. It's probably going to be about 10 bucks to ship. Hopefully it's not going to California. That's going to make it go up a little bit. So it's going to cost $10.67. So if they paid 33, we pay probably $4 or $5 in fees. You're down to $28. You pay $10 in shipping. Or I'm sorry, you're down to 28. Pay $10 in shipping. You're down to 18. You know, if you pay the tax man, you're probably down even less. So on a brand new Lego set on eBay with free shipping, we made like 15 bucks. Definitely doesn't seem like it's worth it on Lego. Just unless you've got a lot of a certain item like those dream sets we looked at earlier. We have 200 of those. Can't get rid of them at 20 bucks. Yikes. Okay, this one we have another Thomas and Friends Thomas. It's a Tony's. We like to put them in boxes. And what do we got? Should be pretty easy today. Nothing crazy. Again, the biggest thing that will slow you down on eBay orders, besides taping the box crooked, which drives me crazy, the biggest thing slowing you down on eBay orders is if you have to make your own boxes. And that's the funnest. This is our first live stream from the toy store. I should probably have some music going or something. But, you know, first time. What are we going to do here? Thomas and Friends. Plus, you know, who wants to sit around and dig for non-copyrighted music? It's just what I need, copyright strikes. I'm sure somebody out there can tell me what to do. I don't even have to weigh these. Tones are generally 6 to 8 ounces. You plug it into the eBay formula here. It'll cost you about $4.50 to ship this, which I know if you went in an envelope, it'd be a couple bucks, but you're also taking a chance of the product getting damaged, getting a return. It's just not worth the hassle. The extra $2 I pay for shipping, you know, it helps me sleep at night because that's what I really worry about. Tony's getting damaged in the mail. All right, this next order is actually the 3-pack of Tony's. So we are down 4, and we have a lot more to go. Again, it doesn't seem like we have 13 orders out here. Now, this order total was $42.97. This time around, probably going to hit the pound mark. Might cost you $6 or so to ship, but you save a little bit of money, right? Green Eggs and Ham. This is Dr. Seuss, and I'm not sure what this is from. This is something with the armadillo, but I have no idea. And then Thomas and Friends. Really popular in the shop. Thomas the Train stuff doesn't stick around long in the toy store. And we might finish the video when we get down there. We might pop over to the toy store and look around just a little bit. All right, this is going to weigh probably about a pound. Actually, it's only 10 ounces. So those Tonys don't weigh as much as I thought they did with the box, yeah. So 10 ounces, not bad. Probably about $4.80 to ship. Actually, it's going to be $5.70. And where's it going? That's the question. It's going to Utah. So it's going a long ways west. Still, not bad. You could combine all that shipping into one. Save yourself a little bit of cash. And is this thing going to print? So what time is it? 9:30. The post office, he usually shows up 9:45 to 10:30, sometimes a little bit later. So we might be right on the wire. Now this would be, the next order is the Lorcana lot. We looked at these, didn't we? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But there were 7. Supposed to be 7. Are we missing a pack? 7. All right. I'm going to ship these in a box. I know, it seems like overkill. It really does. but it makes me feel better. Because I'm sure whoever is getting these wants their Lorcana cards in mint condition. You just send them off to get graded, fresh out of the pack. That's the way your brain has to think when you do eBay. Especially if you're a collector. I collect G.I. Joe. And I always think to myself, if I had $1,000 G.I. Joe in here, you know, that's how I want to package all my packages. Now, usually I would put our business card in these, but I need to reorder business cards. So we like to throw our business card in there. Gives us a little bit more advertising. I am out. So, 11. We're at 11 ounces, and that order was $29.99. You'll notice that the shipping on these smaller boxes, not bad, $4 to $5. But then again, most of the product, you're not getting very much for it anyway. $5.51 shipping. It's going pretty good. Guys, if I missed your comments, you know, we're kind of in the middle of it here. We're pressed to get these out before the post office gets here. Hello, everybody. If you have any questions about anything, just hit me up with it. I'll try to read it as we go. But we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes done. And these are going to go with last night's eBay orders. We'll take the first batch of boxes up front, and I'll show everybody yesterday's eBay orders. I didn't make the post office, but we still have 7 to go, 7 orders to go. But let's wander up front here if we can avoid all the bikes. The post office guy, he comes right in the front door, picks up packages, which really, really helps us out, not having to go to the post office. If I can make it up here without dropping everything. So this is generally where we put all our post office stuff. Right up here. I don't know if we can see it. But these are from yesterday, and then we were going to add some more to the pile here. And yeah. So eBay's been pretty busy lately, and we do have plenty of stuff coming. Plenty of stuff coming for eBay, and I think somebody just tried to get into the toy store, but that's okay. Here's where we keep our bikes too. I don't know if we talk about the bikes a lot. The Blue Beast Lion statue. Let's see, which one are we talking about here? Which Blue Beast? Are we talking about back here? Or you're talking about the Mr. Beast over here? He's kind of an open box item. Let's just take a look around Toy Store 2.0. Let's take a little bit of break from eBay for a second and look around. We do have 3 shipments coming in this week. One is toys, and it's only 6 Gaylords. If you don't know what a Gaylord is, it looks like this, but it's this tall. And it'll be full of toys. We have 6 of those. We have a couple orders that are a little bit different. Okay, we're going to be trying some stuff out. We do that from time to time. But I'm trying to get Toy Store 2.0 cleaned up a little bit. And it's not happening, right? I've got this tub of scuff stuff. This is all scuff. And then this tub over here, I'm calling them tubs, whatever you want to call them. That's full of scuff stuff. I still need to go through everything that's laying out right here. Everything that's laying out. And then we've got open box Lego. I need to eventually get through all of that. And I just got a lot to do. But I got to finish the eBay orders, right? Let's try to keep it in order here. What's next on the list? Next eBay order on the list. Did I see a clearance tag? We like to take clearance tags off. You don't see them very often, but it happens. Next on the list was the Lego set. What'd I do? Not print the label? Or was there another one? All right, we might be having some technical difficulties. Might need to run up and see if I printed that label for the Lego set. thought I did. Let's look. All right, I'm going to go check that label. I'll be right back. Did I not print the label? Okay, well, it said I did. Let's make sure we didn't have 2 Lego sets. That's always possible. Paid and shipped. Shipped August 5th. Okay. Now what the heck? All right, I gotta check one more thing. One more thing. We actually, so here's the deal. We sold 2 of those Lego sets. I wasn't paying attention this morning, and it looks like we sold 2 of those, and that's probably why there are 2 of those in there. So let's go ahead and grab that other Lego set in a box. And that's what happens when you're walking and talking. You kind of forget what you're doing. You go off track. But that's why I had this second Lego set down there. Sold. Okay. And then we will go ahead and grab a box while we're in here. That's the right size. And there we go. We'll get that taken care of. 2 of these Lego sets, $33. Oof. Almost giving it away sometimes. I think I put those on there to test run a price. You know, I had a pricing format or a price in mind. Let's get the second one boxed up. I'm going to check in on the comments. Yeah, Mr. Beast stuff, pretty popular. A lot of the times the Mr. Beast toys we get have been opened. Either the kids in the back or whoever's messing with the overstock. They want to know what's going on with the Mr. Beast stuff. So a lot of the times it is opened. Now, I don't like to sell Lego on eBay. I really don't. I feel like you can sell it in the shop. You know, you might have to reduce the price a little bit. But some of these Lego sets, we got so many of. I just wanted to see if they would sell on eBay. And one of those would be all the Christmas sets, okay? We sold some on eBay, and then we decided, look, let's put these Christmas sets back until Christmas time. They'll sell a lot better. It'll make the store look good if we've got big Christmas Lego displays. And that's what we're doing, kind of like a savings account. And again, speaking of Lego, a lot of Lego coming in this week. I thought I would hear something on that by now. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Thursday they'll be here. But ever since we got the double doors, we got the forklift, we don't need a lift gate truck, any of that stuff anymore. Shipments have been coming almost right away, right? And it's not a big deal like it used to be. It used to be a big event for the toy store to get a toy load. Now it's kind of business as usual. And that's why I haven't put a lot of the unloading content out. It's mostly just showing off what came in the buys. Comments, what do we got? Those smaller Mr. Beast figs, they have limited editions. That could be why I'm seeing stuff being opened, maybe. I'm not sure. I probably need to do some more research on the Mr. Beast stuff. I tell you what, that guy knows what he's doing. Talk about opening up the revenue streams. That guy's got it down cold. So this will be Lego set number 2 of the day. And this is probably going to California. I didn't see the address. I will try to remember to double check the Mr. Beast stuff. We've got some, I've got some over there that's been kind of opened. Maybe we'll run over there and look at it after we're done here. And the toy store opens in about 2 hours. So we've got a little bit of time today to straighten up, get these eBay orders done, mess around at the toy store. We haven't been over to the toy store since yesterday. I know, right? Big gap. Now, in terms of content, we haven't done a toy store video in a while. It's all the behind the scenes stuff over here. I'm trying to get this label to print. Let's see where it's going here. It is going to Richmond, Virginia. So it was only $8.58. That's not bad. I spent a little bit of time in Virginia, mostly down Virginia Beach way. You know, that's what it is. We'll just leave it at that. We're getting closer. We've got a Brett Hitman Heart, DC Multiverse, Barbie, and that does not feel like 13 orders. It really doesn't. We're missing something. Are we missing something? No. Yes. This Bratz doll, the baby Bratz. So next on the list will be this DC Multiverse Fire. And I am not familiar with Fire. I have no idea who this is. We do have a toy store tag on it. I'm going to peel it off here. It's going to get loud. There we go. I like to take all the tags off that aren't in the photos. Okay, this will go into a 1284, which is this box. Now, a couple things I'm going to plug. The eBay store, right? It's the Overstock Toy Shop on eBay. So I'm going to plug that. And I have been doing some TikToks. It's just Guy with the Toy Store. It's basically some of the shorts content we do on the YouTube channel. Some other stuff too, but mostly just shorts content. And we are working on a Facebook group. I'm going to be listing some of the stuff. So here's the deal. Look, I'm going to give everybody a little bit of a secret here. We are branching out beyond toys. Okay, there's a couple things we want to get into, my brother and I. So we're branching out beyond toys. So we're trying to figure out a pretty good avenue to showcase some of these items that we're going to be getting in. Now, I'm not going to talk about it too much because we will have some long form content coming our way. But we're pretty excited. It's always nice to branch out, try some new things. Does that always work out? No. Case in point would be the suitcase load. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, we bought a semi full of suitcases. Now, granted, we only paid, I don't know, $4,000 or $5,000 for an entire semi. But we have yet to make our money back on those. We're kind of holding them back for the Christmas season. Maybe put them as a Black Friday doorbuster. And I don't want to get too deep into it. Okay, DC Multiverse Fire, 15 ounces. This will probably be $6 or $7 to ship. Just because that's probably what it's going to be. Let's see what we got here. I've got this eBay down to a sweet science. $6.30. All right. How long have we been live for? It's been quite a while. Did this not want to print? Not used to doing live. This is our first time around. I think next time I'll fire up some music, have a better plan of what I want to do. And it is pretty early in the morning for a lot of people. I know most people have jobs or don't have time to watch in the morning, whatever the case may be. Next will be, what do we got? We have Brett Hitman Heart. Not Brett the Hitman Hart. I got to get a box. He is going into a 12-8-4. And I think I've pretty much used all my secondhand bubble wrap. He looks pretty good. I knew he would sell very well on eBay. We've about saturated the local market with Brett the Hitman Hart stuff. He's still pretty popular. Excuse me. Lots of tape going out. You don't want to skimp on the tape. Secure your packages, people. So one thing we've been having problems with here lately, overcharges on our toy load shipping. So we are in a big dispute with the shipping carrier about being overcharged for shipping. And we're talking about thousands of dollars tied up in this dispute. So I'm hoping I hear something on that today. It's been an ongoing issue, and we are still missing a pallet from way back in May. Supposedly it's in some warehouse somewhere. It's got some big Lego sets on it. And it's like, hey, it's been 4 months, right? May, June, July. Okay. It's been 3 months. Long enough, right? Get us our pallet. We don't want the refund. So if they went to refund us the money, it would be like a, what's the best way to say this? It's a percentage of the total load. So you wouldn't get a whole lot back. You would rather have the pallet. You would make more money versus getting your money back. So we're hoping they eventually send us that pallet. I'll be surprised. If I ever see that pallet, I'll be surprised. I wrote it off. I forgot about it. All right. Let's look at some comments here. I don't want to miss anybody. Will these live streams be up after it is ended? Yeah, I think they do. I think they stay up. And of course, this is a little bit all over the place. We're just trying to get the eBay orders done before the post office gets here. So I didn't have a very good plan. And I didn't really want to do a long form video on just the eBay orders. We've done that before. I just wanted to do some liveage. So we've got the Bratz doll, and then I think we'll go look around the toy store once we get the eBay orders done. We'll finish off the video with a quick walk around, see what we need to do today. And that's where we will end it. We've got 2 more eBay orders to do. This Bratz doll and that Barbie. The Bratz doll sold for how much? $14.80 with free shipping. Oh, don't tell me it's not going to fit in this box. We bubble wrapped it too heavy at the top. Situations like these, we've got to adapt. This will be under £1. We'll be looking okay. Yep, eBay's been really busy, but I haven't listed anything on eBay for a couple days. You have to list every single day, it feels like, or the algorithm will bury you. So we're going to double check some weight. 10 ounces. And then we will have 1 order to go. We made pretty good work of that. What did it take? About an hour? That's not bad. That's moving. Maybe not even that long. We piddled around. We messed around a little bit. All right. Last order, and I don't have a box. What are we thinking? This will probably be a 14, 12. Yes. 14, 12, 4. So I will grab 1 more box, and then we will take a lap around the store. Now, I watch some of these guys on YouTube that do like 50 boxes a day. That one guy that does all the clothes, he says his shop does 250 items a day. Can you imagine? Can you imagine boxing up 250 items a day? You would go insane. But that is a lot of money. I can't remember what that guy's name is, but he goes to like flea markets and he goes to secondhand stores and he buys and he lists a bunch of stuff. And he had the #1 men's or the #1 used clothing site for like 10 years. I might be exaggerating that number, but to me, that's a lot of clothing. eBay, I'll give eBay this. It's a lot easier to list on eBay now, especially with the AI descriptions. As long as you have the items, you can take the pictures. You kind of know what your price point's going to be. It'll write the description. You can remove background. It's really become a lot easier to list on eBay than it was before. The only thing that eats you up, eBay has a pretty high seller's fee. I mean, you sell a $50 item, eBay's taking $6-7, I think. And then if you add free shipping in there, yeah, you really got to source your product really cheap to make eBay viable. Luckily for us, eBay is kind of, what's the best way to say this? It's really just where we put I don't want to use the word leftovers, but anything that goes on eBay, we've already paid for. It's already been paid for. So it doesn't cost us any money. So we consider everything to be 0 cost per unit. So that's how we can sell it at a reduced price. All right, so this last one is 1.5 pounds. It's probably going to be $10 to ship. We charge $24.99. eBay takes their $3 or $4. I think we kind of get the point here, right? eBay is not a massive money maker for us. It just kind of helps supplement the bills. $7.67 to ship. That's not bad. And it is going to Texas. Anytime I think about Texas, I think about Pee-wee's Big Adventure. I don't know why. The Alamo. But anyway, let's get the last of this done. All right, those were the eBay orders. Let's get them up front. Maybe. Okay. Steady as she goes here. And we'll take a look at the last day or so's eBay orders. They're all stacked up here. I did not get here yesterday for the post office. I waited. And Monday is supposed to be my day off, half day off. So I gave him till about noon, then I left. So here are the eBay orders from Saturday to today. Is that right? Saturday after the post office. So we can see eBay stays very busy. These are probably all Tony's. And those are the eBay packages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Probably about 20 packages there. And that's the eBay orders for the day up until right now. eBay orders are always coming in throughout the day. But I want everybody to take a look around Toy Store 2.0. A little bit of work to do. Shelves are pretty full. To get these pallets out of here. And after the deliveries this week, we have 3 deliveries. Actually, let me take all that back. We have 3 orders. Hopefully they all come on one delivery, but I've seen how this works a bunch of times. So Toy Store 2.0, kind of a mess, right? But let's go do a toy store walkthrough before we end the video. It's been a while since we've been over there. I'll kind of see if I can look at some questions at the same time. It's kind of hard though, because I've got my phone flipped the other way. But let's see. Toy store coming in. All right. Okay. Nice and quiet over here. I probably need to sweep, wipe a couple things down, and you're going to hear my cameras going off. Now, I already had somebody trying to come in this morning, but we do not open during the week until noon. And hey, there's my pit monster back there. What's up, Wicket? What's up, bro? Peanut. So let's take a sweep around the toy store. It's been a little bit, right? Yeah, things are looking pretty good over here. The Lego's getting a little bit thin, but that's okay. We've got some Lego coming in. We're kind of using this as a Funko section right now. And there is the post office. See him right here? So our tour is going to get cut short. Let's see what he's doing here. All right, we're in for a treat. What's up? Oh, not much. What are you doing?